Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Harvey. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Really nice run there, good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
The Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The sure hands, it's Bates. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Brown wants to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that.
And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Got it in the middle. It's Hurst. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
On the run, it's Murray. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Georgia State comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on second and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Panthers. Then they strike first.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Harvey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the running back. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Takes the handoff. It's Bates. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bates. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. fast motion from the offense. Brown will throw it. He's right on target. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Quarterback will audible. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field there so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football out.
Makes the grab on the right.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Deep shot for the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia State. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. fair catch, called for and made. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance.
The ball's free, and the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now. And a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
Intercepted. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Brown wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they got up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground. And now they've gotten another first down.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Nash. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Trying to find his man on first down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Feeling some heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good.
I'll tell you, man, this kid has NFL-type leg strength. He just booted that into the wind, and that was no problem.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Wants to pass it. Trying to get to him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. As always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. Complete to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but boy, they have to deal with a huge loss on that one.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. Tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
And he hauls it in inside the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. That's caught. It's Williams. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Georgia State jumps back to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run it on 1st and goal. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big.
Touchdown, Georgia State! And the stomping has commenced. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. At the 45 on his way. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The completion well past the sticks. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. The Spartans moving quickly to the line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartan. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Brown wants to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
That keeps the score. Georgia State 28, San Jose State.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 11 set to kick this one.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia State 28, San Jose State 9.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
32-yard line. Third down coming.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw for it. The quick out. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Touchdown, Panthers. And the beatdown has ensued. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
San Jose State, 9.
He'll bring it out. It's Harvey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Spartans are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Brown wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. Trying to make man, and is slipped out. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Wide receiver shows motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his man. It's Lockhart. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Spartans! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Running through contact.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
15.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the secondary.
They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback adapted. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And let's hold on just a minute.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. My quarterback is throwing dots, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. This is
And they
obscene.
take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Panthers in the hurry up. Now from inside the red zone. Looking to scramble. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Let's it go to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Panthers. And the punishment has been extended.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever.
The fake, and he wants to throw. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That keeps the score. Georgia State 41, San Jose State 15.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harvey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A costly penalty for this defense gives him a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking for a man on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick.
Spoiler alert.